On play action, Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Allen off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll try the middle with Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. For the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Motion man is Shakir. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Now Allen. Looking on the outside, he finds Shakir. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. 35-yard line. looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 18.
Play action. Stroud now. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And now, Charles, they're working with a short field, a chance to make this a 2-score game, and these guys haven't even worked into a lather yet here in the first quarter.
Yeah, how about that? You score, you take it away, get an excellent return, and now you've got a chance to go up 2 scores in this game.
3 yards is the game that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Cook looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there's a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone and not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Stroud to throw it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going for it. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step toward forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Allen. That's caught at the 1. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 18. Outside. 19 seconds.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Stroud now on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Here's Allen to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DJ Moore, 35 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Stroud off the play fake. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Stroud completes this out wide. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Hey, uno. Hey, south. Hey.
Mixon with a first down. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 28-0.
To kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's second down.
Brings up second down at the Bills' 38-yard line.
Mixing up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Again, it's Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out. And the Texans scoop it. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. Down the field, he's got Noel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Why, Tony?
Stroud sets up the play action. They'll roll him out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, let's go.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now Stroud. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. But trailing here in the 1st half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try to bring this one back to even.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
2nd down at the 42-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. Caught here right side, no. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Houston Texans. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, 32 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will cut the lead down to 15. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bills first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
First throw now for the backup, Trubisky. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. What a difference a play makes. It's a huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage.
Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's now 2nd down at the 38-yard line.
90 seconds. Why, Tony?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Here comes 3rd down and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins, complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to give the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, and field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They start the drive with Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard after the 21. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9 now from the 21. Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance. The Panthers' stats a bit, but as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Allen going to go on 4th down. That's caught by Shakir. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
Now Allen again. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
56.
Now Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Play action. Now it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
On the quick, right?
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news though. This one is getting close to being over, and they try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
All right.
Here's Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. On a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's good for a Texans. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
118. What's that?
The throwing again is Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Daniil Hunter, his 2nd sack of the night. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Alert, alert, alert! Gun.
Here's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment.
319.
And again, it's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing now is Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week, and well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here, and they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base,
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49, Texans 13. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into the next contest.
yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. They could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Why, Tony? Hey, foul. Hey, Uno Mars. Hey, foul.
Stroud looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
On the quick, right? 118. What's that? Alert the hot.
And Stroud now to throw. Open man is Higgins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
19 seconds. Buggy. Why, Tony?
Now Stroud. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So Allen's going to look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Texans come up with a late turnover. It will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for the Bills, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.